Welcome back, my name is LastKnownMeal and today I want to talk about Realm Royale. I did make a video about the game a couple of months back discussing how devs almost abandoned the game with very little changes and tweaks and updates, and it went on for far too long. That is why they lost, I believe, like 95% of player base, because they did have about 100k players at one time, which was very nice, but of course the game was just released, so of course you won't maintain that number for long period of time. Then after some time, when these patches just stopped, it went as low as 1 to 2k average per day. Having 1,000 or 2,000 players a day is not too much, especially for a multiplayer game, and I honestly thought that this game was done. And then I hear about this Ninjas vs Pirates Battle Pass and update which are coming soon, and they promise that the game will be completely changed. And the update is out. Patch 14 Steel and Shadow came out yesterday, and I honestly believe that this is a step in the right direction. But before we get into that, this video is brought to you by ChronoGG. They are an amazing company giving you daily sales, and today, for only $16.50, you can get Ghost Recon Wildlands. I made a lot of videos in the past about this game. It is discounted from $49.99, and for a price like this, I really recommend this game. I am going to leave a link to my review, so check it out if you're interested. If you like it, you can buy it. Just click the link down below and check it out. Now, to go back to Realm Royale, we will be going through the patch itself and also see if you should get into this game in 2019. First of all, the highlight of the update is a new battle pass. As you expected from Fortnite and PUBG, Realm introduced its first battle pass ages ago, and you know, they did copy it from Fortnite and PUBG, but again, I honestly don't really despise battle passes because they actually give you more motivation to play, you know, through the game, because you're going to unlock a lot of items which are kind of cool. So it's not a loot crate, it's not a loot box, which I really despise, but you actually have to grind to get these items. The price of Battle Pass is 950 crowns, which is about 10 euros or your region equivalent. And it offers new skins for different characters and classes, different mounts, emotes, and you know, the usual cosmetic stuff. And also besides that, you get crowns back, so you actually get more crowns that you paid for if you go to level 80. And I will leave you a link to all the Battle Pass items down below. The skins themselves look really nice, and just by having a battle pass, I honestly want to play more. Now again, you don't have to buy it, you really don't have to. You can get some of the free stuff. I believe you can get an entire skin for a huntress from just the usual battle pass that you don't have to pay for. Obviously you get less items, but at the same time you are going to get something at the end. Now, I want to talk about some gameplay changes. First of all, it seems that they did polish the graphics a bit. They also polished all the skins and character models. So the difference is not huge, but you can notice that the graphics are looking actually a bit better. Now, the next thing which makes the game more fun and, well, adds more depth are definitely masteries. Every single class has levels now, or masteries. The more you play with one class, you unlock different talents, like for example, for a huntress, your bow does more damage if you select it, or if your playstyle is different, you can select that, for example, your proximity mines do more damage, or that the first ability you craft is a legendary arrow, etc, etc. Obviously, it is a different for every class, but just having these things really makes me want to play this game a bit more, because I actually have a progression system. Now, you start with 10 talents unlocked, and as you progress, more becomes available. 3 major talents consist of weapons, abilities, and movements. 3 forged talents have the same thing, so weapons, abilities, and movements. And the 4 general talents consist of healing, shards, chicken, and speed. So it's not only for the character, but also for your chickens and also other passive abilities. Now let's talk about weapons. Guess who's back? Assault rifles and SMGs. Yep, they are back, and I honestly don't have problems with them. They do deal damage, like a lot of damage at close range, especially the SMG, and I have honestly no problem to fight with them or against them. I keep using SMG a lot because I wanted to test it out, like for the video itself, and they are extremely useful, especially against chickens. So sometimes if you are fighting in a region, let's say, with a lot of close space and houses, having an SMG is more useful than having, let's say, a slug rifle, because SMG is going to do a lot more consistent damage at close range. Although you can still survive if you're attacked by another person with an SMG or assault rifle, it is not overpowered, at least not that much. They also tweaked majority of weapons by increasing fire rate but reducing damage. Makes more sense because it makes the game even faster. For example, slug rifle got increased fire rate by 30% while it got its damage reduced by 20%. So even though we have auto weapons, normal slug rifle or bow are still very much useful against people, and I honestly just kept using slug and bow for majority of the game. Now the biggest problem I have with this update are cooldowns for abilities. Not so much with attack or defense abilities like Blast Arrow or Firebomb or whatever, even though their cooldown has been increased so much. For example, Blast Arrow got a cooldown increase from 12 seconds to 32 seconds on the level 1. I mean, it's all okay, but it's too much. Honestly, to the point where they became annoying and useless. Same for movement spells. I do understand that they're sometimes OP if you know how to get away by using those movement abilities or just attack someone or flank them, but it is just too much. So these abilities will need to be tweaked because it's rendering them useless, and if something is useless, I will not use it, I will just stick to weapons. So reducing the cooldown a bit, making them more useful, is definitely going to add more depth to the game. So the combat was tweaked and optimized, more stuff is in the game. So what's next? Hi-Rez has to do a lot of work before they can bring back their old community. Even though they started out as this alternative to Fortnite, you know, Fortnite without building. Now, even though it's not really Fortnite, it is a different game and you can feel that it's a different game as you play, but generally, Fortnite or not, they have to step up their game even more if they want a piece of that cake. You can love or hate Fortnite, but Epic has been updating that game like crazy. Like every couple of days when I go back to it just to see what the hell they added, oh my god, you have planes now? Like, Hi-Rez definitely needs to step up their game. But this is a step in the right direction, and as I said, I really do hope they revive this because I honestly really like the game. So we shall see. I will be making more of these videos as they do more stuff, so subscribe if you want to be updated with all the Realm Royale news. Because 2019 is make it or break it for Hi-Rez. Keep making updates so that people will get into the game and actually have more motivation to buy a battle pass, for example. Again, it's not all in the loot boxes, the game needs to keep up with the competition. Royale scene is extremely dominated by Fortnite and PUBG. But again, there are people who are open to new Royale games, so maybe Realm is one of them, because I don't want Realm Royale to end up like all the other Royale games that try to mimic Fortnite or PUBG. Don't try to be this or that. Create something which is going to be unique, and by having that something which is unique and that I cannot get from Fortnite or PUBG, that is the reason why people will get into your game. The reason so that they will know, okay, this is different, this is definitely different and it feels good for me. That is how you get more players. So I know this was a longer video, but this is everything I have to say for today. If you enjoyed the video, smash that like and subscribe button. Also tell me down below, do you agree with me, do you disagree with me? Just tell me what you think about this. I am interested in hearing what you have to say. LKM signing out. Don't forget to visit me up on Twitter at LastKnownMeal and join my Discord if you want to continue the discussion there. Stay classy everyone, and bye bye.